Wow. I just came back from the movie theater and I just saw Spider-Man No Way Home. And oh my god, this was amazing. This is going to be a spoiler review like with many of my other movie reviews. So, yeah. So, it starts off right after the after credits scene and Spider-Man Far From Home where Mysterio revealed Peter's true identity. After that, him and MJ escape from Times Square, where the news reports directly back to Peter's house, which is then surrounded. Then Peter, MJ, Ned, Aunt May are taken into custody for questioning. And then the next day, we get a cameo from Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock / Daredevil, who tells him about what could happen, and then someone throws a brick through the window, and Daredevil catches it. The next day at school, people talk to Peter, or actually, no, they don't talk to Peter. Well, the teachers do. There's some funny dialogue there. And then, after that, they then learn that Ned and MJ can't go to college. They weren't accepted because of them being associated with Peter. So, Peter then goes to Doctor Strange to see if he can cast a spell to reverse, or not reverse, I mean, to make it, to erase everyone's memory so that no one knows that he's Spider-Man anymore. But Peter tampers with the spell, and that causes some stuff to happen. After that, Peter then goes to like this college person, talks to her on the roadway until something happens. Alfred Molina's Doc Ock returns, fights Peter, and then learns that it's not his Peter. Then William Dafoe's Green Goblin appears, and then Peter escapes with Doc Ock in custody, and then sees Kurt Connor's Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Then Doctor Strange tells him because he tampered with the spell, it brought in visitors from every other universe, about the multiverse. And then we learn more about the box, and then the box that could reverse everything. Or I think that's later on in the movie, actually, sorry. So Peter goes to try to find Green Goblin, but runs into Sandman from Spider-Man 3 and Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, Electro's design is different. He's not blue like how he was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's still played by Jamie Foxx, just like last time. All the actors are the same. And so he captures them. Then Green Goblin destroys his original mask from Spider-Man 2002. And then after that, well, he learns that he went to Aunt May's work. He gets Green Goblin, takes him back to Doctor Strange's sanctum. Peter tries to stop him from using the box. They have a chase, and Peter traps Doctor Strange in the mirror dimension. And then Spider-Man lets the 5 villains, which are Doc Ock, Sandman, Green Goblin, Electro, and Lizard, free to go back to his safe house to try to see if they could help him fix, their deaths and remove their powers. And then eventually later on, a battle ensues between the 5 of them, and Aunt May actually dies from it. Green Goblin uses his glider, and she dies. After that, Peter then sees a screen with J. Jonah Jameson talking in the rain. And then Ned and MJ are worried, so Ned, who's got like Doctor Strange's knuckle things, uses it to open portals and brings in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Yes, the rumors were true. They are in this movie, and everyone in the theater just cheered and clapped when that happened. I was one of them too. After that, they comfort Peter, and Peter meets his two alter egos. They begin to make a formula to reverse their powers, the villains' powers. And then we cut to the Statue of Liberty, which is being worked on with the Captain America shield. They then talk to each other, the three Spider-Men, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland, and talk about their enemies like Rhino and Tobey Maguire's Venom. And then the battle between the 5 villains ensues. First he defeats Sandman. They defeat Sandman, reverse his powers. Then Doc Ock, then Electro, and so on. And then Doctor Strange comes back. And then there's one last battle between them and the Green Goblin, but the Green Goblin ends up destroying the box, causing the spell to go out of control. Peter then fights the Green Goblin, or Tom Holland's Peter Parker fights Green Goblin, and then Doctor Strange, who knows that the spell is out of control, says that the only way, or Peter says that the only way to fix it is to wipe everyone's memory. So him, MJ, Ned, Toby, and Andrew have their final moment before Doctor Strange erases everyone's memory, forgetting that he was Spider-Man. And then it shows Peter walking through the snow, looking at Aunt May's grave, and him trying to meet MJ and Ned again, and Peter moving into his own apartment. And then eventually Peter makes a new suit that is full-on classic Spider-Man. I really love it, and then the film ends there. But there are 2 credit scenes. There's the post-credit scene, which continues the scene from Venom, Let There Be Carnage, where Venom was, pulled into the MCU. He learns from a bartender about all the crazy things like Iron Man, Thanos, the Hulk, and then him and Venom go back to their universe, except a piece of Venom is left behind in the MCU, which is definitely something I can't, I definitely want to know what happens with that. And then, after that, we then get some teaser trailer footage from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And it looks good. It comes out in May. Can't wait to see that one. But anyway, that was my review for Spider-Man No Way Home. I loved it. It was great. Yes, go see it. And yes, the rumors are true about Toby and Andrew being back. There were also some funny lines I really liked in this movie, but I'll let you see the film for that. But anyway, yeah, there's my review on Spider-Man No Way Home. Have a good day. Bye.